Hi everyone, it's Dawn. I thought what I'd do in this video, just for a change, is give you an updated tour of my studio. Now, since I did my last tour, which I think was quite a while ago, we've had some new subscribers join us, which is absolutely wonderful. So, in case you want a reminder, or if you've never seen my studio before, I thought I'd give you a quick tour. So, I'm using my phone to do this, so the quality might not be quite as bright as the others, but we'll do our best. So here, this is in my small studio, or outer studio as I call it. This is where I do all my photography. So it's just an ordinary camping table that I've put an old sheet over. I've wrapped some boxes with white paper, and I've painted my wall white. I know you can still see some of the pattern through the old wallpaper, but believe me, in a photograph with bright lights on, that really doesn't show. So, if I come now, if you've not seen this before, if you've not seen my studio before, be prepared. The next bit is very, very different and very bright. So, I'm just going to slide across quickly. Oh, I just knocked something on the floor behind me. So, we're now moving into what I would call the main studio. This is where I do all my work. So, for those who've seen it before, there's a different rug on the floor. Do you know what? I can't even remember if there was a rug on the floor before. But a nice orange and white rug. Now, I'll give you if I come back a bit, you will notice, if you've not seen my studio before, you will know that my brand colour and my favourite colour is orange. So, let's go in and have a look around, shall we? So, I won't open many of the drawers, maybe one or two. It's a bit difficult when you're holding a phone. Up here are some of the projects I've made, either in videos or for customers. So my clipboards, if you've known me well, or if you've been following me for a long time, you'll know that I love making clipboards. And that one down there, here's my latest one. It's for a customer who is a Western fanatic, so I've made him a cowboy clipboard. And down here, I've got some of my drawers. We've got general junk, which could be anything. That changes every week. I've got all my adhesives in there, and if I open it, I'll never get it shut again. Down there, I've got elastic and Velcro, and right down there, I've got photo props that I use when I'm photographing out in the outer studio. Over here, I have got my heat embossing equipment, and I think my glue gun's tucked in there somewhere. Yes, it is down there. And all my embossing powders. That's where I keep all my paint stuff when I'm painting. And my paintbrush and my brush buddy. One of my friends made me that. And she said, could I please put it in my brush pot? But obviously he comes out when I'm painting because he might get a bit wet or dirty. So that's my bits and pieces down there. And if I step back a bit, you can see the whole table. Now that down there, it's not really part of my business. It's more of a personal thing, but I'll show it to you anyway. It's not a Bible. I know it looks like one, but it's a box. And in there I just keep a few personal treasures in there. That's a picture of Graham, my late husband. So, and my wedding ring and his wedding ring is in there. So for those who don't know, he passed on nearly 7 months ago now. So on the windowsill, now I'll just give you a quick scan. On the windowsill, we have got a blaze of orange, which is what I like to call it. So we've got, these aren't real flowers because they wouldn't last long, and I don't like seeing real flowers indoors. But this sun, the orange sun, is my logo for when I'm working for my business. And if I can do this with one hand, I'll turn it on for you. It turns on, and at night time, when all the other lights are off, at night time, if I just switch that one on, and there's another one behind me on the other side, that is a really beautiful soft glow. So in the daytime, I've got nice bright colours, and at the night time, they're not quite so bright, but they're still nice and soft. So over there now, that should be, let's just put that back, that should be on my desk. Because I was doing a video earlier for something else, and I moved it because it got in the way of my stand. So this is my die cutting machine on my desk. That's a homemade clipboard. And over here is where I keep, let me just move this out of the way, is where I keep all my bits and pieces when I'm actually working. So I've got double-sided tape, phone tape, I've got labels, tools, my logos if I'm making things for my work, my adhesives like glues and things like that. So we've got all sorts of things down there. And over here, up here, oh, that's one of the teddies that I made. I've got all my books I use for my business. Up here, underneath my little friend up there, I didn't make him, I brought him. I've got my favourite ranges of pens, coloured pens. And down there, I've got some more generalised ones. So if I move that out of the way, down here, I've got all my gilding flakes. Oh, that's a light, one of those battery operated lights. Oh, I'll turn it off, it's a bit bright. In there, and in the one below, I've got all my ink pads. So there's not an awful lot more to show you really. Down there, that's where I put things when I haven't got anywhere else to put them. Now that orange case should be down behind me under the table, but again it's one of those things I just didn't get around to doing yet. Now they're my branded boxes. They're actually sealed apart from the top one, and I sometimes use them over on my business Facebook page when I'm doing photographs as a backdrop, so things like that. And I'll show you over here. I'll just go up, keeping in theme with the orange. We've got orange paper and this, no, I don't think I can, that up there, if I just come over here and zoom in a bit, that up there, that sun, because the orange sun is my logo, what I did, these were a couple of, well, about 3 or 4 actually, greeting bags or gift bags, and I cut them up, cut out the images I want and made a plaque of them to put on the wall. Up there is a wreath I made some time ago. Down there is where I sit when I'm not working. See, I've even got an orange drinks bottle, orange mad, and my iPad is still charging. So over there is where I sit. So I'll just come out a bit. So this here, this was actually, it's a sun image as you can probably see. That was actually brought, it was meant to be a bath mat, but it looked so nice I decided to put it over the back of my chair. So there we go. All those leads down there, all my, that bag down there, that's where I keep my wool. It's actually got some wool in it. I'm not sure if you can see it at the moment. No, you can't, but there is some wool in there. And those leads are my where I keep all my charging leads for my iPads and my phone and anything else that needs charging. Now this is a project I'm in the middle of, and I'm not sure I can show you and hold the phone at the same time. And you can see all the other junk that's underneath it, but hey ho, never mind. So what this is, it's one of my convertible toys. Again, if you've never seen them before, the one on the other side is finished. So if I just do that and pull it back, hopefully, I can't do it right the way through because I can't let go of the phone, but that's an owl on the other side. That's Owl from Winnie the Pooh, from the Winnie the Pooh series, and this one is going to be Rabbit, but he's not finished yet. So if I quickly sweep round, I'll give you another look at the wall. That wall over there, I wasn't sure if I was going to paper it orange, but when I was looking at the two other ones, it annoyed me that there was this big gap that wasn't orange. So that's why I did it. So if I come over here, that's one of my convertible toys. That's Winnie the Pooh. But if we take him over there, if I turned him over, hopefully you'd be able to see that on the other side he's Piglet. But as I said, I can't do that and hold the phone at the same time because I drop it. But if I turned him over, you've got Piglet on the other side. So he can stay there for the time being. So, although actually let's put him back down there. There's some Christmas ones down there as well. There's Father Christmas down there, and he turns into a snowman. So I'll just do a quick look back, and we'll. Oh, that's out into my outer studio. That's a paper wreath. Actually, I didn't design that one. That came from a kit. And I've got another little patch up there. And we've got another one down there. I've got some balloons up there. It seemed a good idea at the time. Now I don't know why I put the balloons up. It seemed a good idea at the time. So if I just, hope this doesn't make you dizzy. slide round, walk backwards and hopefully not bump into anything and fall over. There is a complete, if I go back a little bit further, there we go. There, I think that's about as far back as I can go. There is an overview of my studio, of where I live and where I work. So especially if you've not seen it before, I hope you've enjoyed that. And if you have seen it before, I hope you like the upgrade. And I will see you again now on Tuesday with another video. So until then, have a great weekend everyone. Take care, and as always, happy crafting. Bye bye for now.